Everybody in this world gains a superpower at the age of 18, which can range from flying to controlling the elements. But Jen, who is 25, still hasn't found hers, which throws her off tremendously. Spoiler ahead, watch out. Jen finds out during a job interview that the boss's power is pressuring individuals to reveal the truth, which makes her say a lot of awkward things and lose the opportunity. She goes home disappointed due to the fact that it seemed like everyone else had superpowers except her. She spends the evening with a guy named Luke, but he isn't interested in her and flies out the window without saying goodbye, despite Jen's invitation to her sister's 18th birthday celebration. Carrie, Jen's flatmate, is a court medium who has the ability to call the departed of the dead into her body to help resolve cases. Jen brings in a cat she discovers outside. She resides with Carrie and Cash, Carrie's boyfriend, who unintentionally turns time backward upon seeing the cat. He dislikes the cat and tells Carrie that he is looking for a job, but she sympathizes with Jen, who lacks powers, and assures her that it does not matter. Gordon, the new guy Jen is dating, tells her that his superpower is the ability to make someone climax with a single touch. Jen is attracted by his strength, but he rejects her attempts to touch him. He tries but fails to satisfy her without utilizing his power. Gordon then slides into bed with a cushion between them. Later, while Carrie and Cash are on their way home, Carrie's phone gets stolen by a robber. Instead of going back in time, Cash throws his phone at him and they run off. The story of how he rescued Carrie from a robber inspires Cash. However, Carrie seems to be unimpressed. Moving on, Gordon is sleeping, and Jen wants to touch him, but the cat comes across them before Jen can touch him. Gordon tells Jen that they won't work out as he turns to leave. Cash gives the cat the name Jizzylord during breakfast the next morning. Jen wants Cash to turn back time when she discovers she's going to be late for work, and Jen makes him do it even though he refuses, claiming his gift is too powerful and exceptional. Jen claims she is not concerned about not having powers. Jen takes a taxi home in the evening. The driver offers to explain how she will die. Jen says no, even though it's his gift. She loves hearing from her father when he calls. She is aware of the reason why. Jen's death, according to the driver, was caused by bears. Jen shows up at her mother's house. Andy, her sister, is playing the violin for the visitors. Everyone is amazed. The mother is overjoyed to see Jen, but their chat rapidly turns unpleasant. Jen can manipulate technology, but she doesn't know how to manage her own power. Since he can feel other people's emotions, Andy's father is eager to get her power. After extinguishing the candles, Andy waits for her ability to manifest, but it never happens. Andy is upset, while Jen is delighted about it. That's when Andy suddenly realizes she has a superpower. The birthday girl gets congratulated and everyone is happy. Jen should visit a clinic so they can help her find her power, according to Andy's father. Jen is not happy. She walks out with a bottle of champagne, but no one seems to be paying attention to her. When Jen visits Luke at his flat, he is not very delighted to see her. Regardless, she storms in and discovers he's out on a date with another woman. Later, Olivia and Luke are having an amazing time as they take a flying tour of the city. Luke unwillingly gives in to Jen's desire to fly, but only after dropping her off in the center of the city. Seeking comfort from Carrie, Jen feels disoriented and isolated. Jen contacts her father through Carrie and confides in him about her ambition for authority. Her dad agrees to help out. The next day, Jen and Carrie go to a clinic that claims to be able to help her unleash her potential. However, because the clinic services are too costly, the girls are left to solve the problem on their own. Jen's cat seems to magically change into a human for a very short duration at night, while she seems to be asleep. Jen keeps looking for a way to reawaken her powers, and after reading advice online, chooses to put her body under stress. She appears to eat an extensive amount of spicy meals. Though it's meant to be helpful, it just contributes to her medical conditions. She runs to the grocery store to get some milk and runs into Luke, which makes things awkward. Carrie and Cash arrive at Jen's office, where Cash is looking for a superhero costume. Despite Jen's opposition, Carrie brings her to the dentist and discusses her discovery that stress and adrenaline may help activate Jen's powers. But it comes out that the doctor's ability is to create ominous music in reaction to the patient's emotions. Against Carrie's plan, she offers Jen a tablet to help her relax. Cash intends to order a billboard in the meantime. A cat transforms into a human, but Cash ignores him. When Cash exits the room, the man transforms back into a cat. Following an unsuccessful attempt to frighten Jen and activate her abilities, Carrie and Cash arrange a backup plan and stage a fake kidnap. However, the tablet that the dentist gave Jen is still having an effect on her. In an attempt to put Jen under stress, they throw her in the car's trunk and drive to a cafe. When Jen tries to phone Luke after receiving a message from him, she gets an automatic answer. Sensitive and open-minded, she records a message in which she opens up about her thoughts and feelings. More mayhem is created when the car Jen is in is taken away. After Carrie finally locates Jen, Cash discloses that the car is his mother's and he doesn't have a license. The two enter the parking lot, but Cash is unable to find the car's keys or unlock the trunk. When Andy finally arrives to help, he humiliates his sister even more by making fun of her. When Jen, in despair, manages to get released after her parents take the children home. But when Jen gets home, she realizes it's too late and asks her mother to delete the voice voice message she left for Luke. Andy promises to send Luke a photo in order to take his attention away from the message. Jen snaps a picture of her and sends it to Luke. The cat changes into a human at that exact instant. The transformed man reassures her that he is a shapeshifter who is stranded in cat form. The individual doesn't remember his name, so the group tries to identify him. Ultimately, they discover that the man has spent the previous 3 years living as a cat. Jen wants to keep him, but Cash wants to get rid of him. Luke answers Jen's messages, yet he dislikes her voice message even though he likes the pictures. Then when Jen spots a stray dog on the street after work, she decides to put her idea to the test by showing her breasts to the dog. The dog does not change into an actual human being. Meanwhile, Jizzylord has trouble remembering how to use objects made of human substance. Jen is approached by an unhappy client at work who is requesting a refund for a costume. His manager issues a warning to Jen for her impolite reply. Reluctantly, Cash puts out calls for the people of Endures, and Jizzylord is allowed to participate. To prevent him from interfering, Cash sends Jizzylord on a mission to the store after choosing the potential candidates. 4 men show up for Cash's audition in the interim. They have diverse abilities. Cash interviews a wide range of individuals with various skills, most of whom are a little odd. Finally, Jizzylord becomes a good friend of Cash and helps Cash. Carrie works with a music producer whose vision contrasts with that of a singer who has passed away. Carrie receives an invitation from the producer to collaborate with him on Saturday, but misunderstands it as a request for her legal knowledge. Upon reaching the producer's studio, Carrie promptly understands that she has been summoned to act as a medium and perform the songs of the lot singer. Stressed out, Carrie asks Jen for assistance. Jen bargains with the producer about the price of the medium services while posing as Carrie's manager. The original words for Colt's song were too explicit for Carrie to perform, so she and Jen sat down to work on revisions in the recording studio. She modifies the terms slightly so that they better fit her. When Colt discovers that the words have been altered during his performance, he adamantly declines to sing them. The producer is perplexed and doesn't know what's happening. Later, Jen and Carrie are dissatisfied when they leave the studio without being paid for their labor. Together, Cash and Jizzylord create a tabletop game and become friends. Everyone is having a great time when Jen and Carrie join in. We really hope you enjoyed today's recap of Extraordinary 2023. Please leave a comment below on what you loved about the movie and why. Be sure to like the video and please don't forget to support our channel by subscribing so you don't miss any amazing content. Until next time, light, camera, action. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.